Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So it's been a while since I have covered FLR network, so I thought I should cover it again. So I will be going over some problems that I think could be a very problematic for FLR in the coming years. So I think probably around 1 or 2 year I will be covering that as well. So I will also cover latest update on FLR and why it is also growing as well. So I will be actually covering a lot of things about the FLR. So if you do like the video, please like and share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Let's get started. So one of the biggest issue with FLR coin or FLR I think is going to be its tokenomics. So initially I think FLR was supposed to come out around 100 billion, but they changed their initial circulating supply to 15 billion. And in just if you look here, in just around 1.5 year we have seen the supply increase around 50 billion. That is a lot, and we will be actually getting 50 billion more supply in the coming, I think, 1.5 year as well. So that is one of the biggest problem with failure. So if you know the basic economics, and that whenever supply increases the demand will decrease. So that means the FLR coin will probably see a pretty big correction from now on, from my perspective. So let's just try to see where that sell pressure is actually going to come. So I will just go to the tokenomics section. So this is the tokenomics section. As you can see here, FLR VC are getting around 10 billion. As you can see, FLR Labs is getting 12.97 billion, so they may not be selling, so that is something pretty good. So overall FLR partners are getting around 22.97 billion. As for FLR community, it is getting around 58 billion. So I don't think that a big portion of the community is going to sell, so that's something pretty good for the FLR overall, I think. And if you look here, we have team, advisors and backers, so they are getting over 16 billion tokens. So I think the biggest sell pressure that FLR is going to see is most likely from this section. So overall, I think FLR is going to see a pretty big sell pressure in the future as well. And another thing that FLR has going on is the inflation, as you can see. So like Near, like Ethereum and like Solana, FLR does not have a max supply, so it has yearly inflation. As you can see, in the first year the inflation was around 10%, as you can see, and because of that we have actually seen 2 billion increase, or 2.6 billion increase in FLR supply overall as well, as you can see, from its initial supply, which was around 100 billion. And of course that inflation is going down, and after 5 years it is going as low as 5%, so that's pretty good overall, I think. And we do have vesting schedules as well. As you can see, FLR Labs is subject to 36-month vesting, so we will most likely see some kind of sell pressure because they do need funds to operate the FLR Labs as well. So as for the teams, so same goes for the teams as well. As you can see here, founding team will most likely be selling some as well because they have been working on the project for quite long, so they may actually need to take out some profit as well. We also have FLR backers, as you can see. So between March 2023 and July 2026, backers will receive approximately 50 million FLR coin per month. So that means we have a sell pressure of around 50 million, but they will not be selling more than 0.5% daily volume. So still that is some, you can see here, some daily sell pressure that is actually coming out from the FLR. So that is something you have to actually keep that in mind. So all the time till July 2026 we do have daily sellers, which are the backers. So that is something I think could be the big problem for the FLR as the supply increases, as you can see here. And if we look at its utility, it does have pretty good utility. As you can see, anyone can actually stake. So if you are still a big holder for the FLR, you can actually stake and get a pretty good rewards as well. And again, it is also used for DeFi. As you can see, it is also used for governance, and it is also used for transaction fees. So it is actually a layer 1, so it has utilities of the layer 1 likes of Ethereum and likes of Solana. Overall, I think the biggest problem with FLR is its tokenomics. So once we do see its initial supply in circulation, I think it is going to act like NEA after that, because NEA's initial supply is in the circulation. Now we only have additional inflation like Ethereum, which is coming from the reward, so the sale pressure is not that high. So overall, I think FLR is going to face a pretty big problem in the coming 1.5 years. So that is something you have to keep that in mind if you are holding FLR. And if you are still a big holder for the FLR, I think you can actually stake the coin, so that's pretty good. And if you look at its market cap, the demand is going down. As you can see, it did actually ended up hitting 1.57 billion market cap, and it's now down to 686 million, so that is a big downgrade. And if you look at its price has actually gone a lot. So as you can see here, on October 22, 2023, the price was around 0.086. And if you look at the market cap, so just a second, so the market cap was actually around 232 million. And if you look here, the market cap has actually gone down a pretty big, but the price has gone down a lot, and I think that is because of the supply increase. So that is going to be a problem till the rest of the supply does come out. So that is something you have to keep that in mind. But they actually burned 2 billion tokens, so that's pretty good. So of course they are planning to burn 2 billion tokens. As you can see here, they burned around 66 million, and they are planning to burn 2.1 billion as well. So that I think will most likely I think bring the sell pressure down. But still, of course, we still have 98 billion or 47 billion to come out, so that is something very problematic for the FLR overall, I think. So looking at the big news, this is a really big news for the FLR, as you can see. So introducing FLR's blockchain machine images on Google Cloud Marketplace, enabling rapid development of full nodes across 20 plus networks, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, with plans to add even more. A scalable, reliable solution designed for the developer. So basically I think they have actually partnered with Google Cloud, and if you look here, they even have over 251k views for this tweet, and I think this is a massive news for the FLR, and it will most probably give them a pretty good marketing boost as well. As for others, they were actually present in London hackathon as well, as you can see, so that's I think all pretty good. And as you can see here, the FLR native price oracle used to update every 3 minutes, now it updates every 1.8 seconds, so that's pretty good. So what does it mean? Well, for a start, because FLR can get accurate prices much faster, it means that liquidations in DeFi protocols can happen much faster. So that means it is going to benefit most probably FLR's DeFi ecosystem, but unfortunately, as you can see here, it's not that big, but still it is going up. So overall, I think that's a big bonus for the FLR. As you can see here, it was actually very low, as you can see, in August, and it has actually started to go up. So I think overall that's pretty good for the FLR in general. Last but not least, we do have a pretty massive news, and I think this one, I don't think that many people actually got this. So as you can see here, FLR is now available to New York residents on the Coinbase. So why do I think this is a big news? So one of the reasons that New York is a state where there are a lot of regulations for the cryptocurrency, as you can see, and FLR is actually listed there. So I think that is a big deal for the FLR or FLR coin in general. After that, we have some general news such as FLR Labs introduces trustless BTC and XRP bridge with FA assets, and we have FLR Network integrates with Stargate version 2 to enhance cross-chain liquidity, and we even have FLR introduces FTSO version 2 to bits to boost decentralized data security. And now let's move to its chart and how it is actually drawing the network itself. As you can see here, the transactions have actually skyrocketed, as you can see. So overall, I think that's pretty massive for the FLR. So that means FLR is getting a lot of attraction, and we do have a lot of users actually using the FLR network. As you can see, overall, I think this is a pretty bullish for the FLR. And if we look at unique or let's just try to see at active addresses. Active addresses have gone down, so that may not be good. As you can see, at peak we were able to see around 121k active users, but as of now it's around 45k, so it's not that big, but still it's impressive comparing its network. So if you look at the unique addresses, they have actually skyrocketed as well, as you can see. So I think this is a pretty big or massive adoption for the FLR. As you can see, on August 30th, as you can see, we had around 500k, and we are around 700k as of now on the FLR mainnet. So overall, I think that is a pretty massive improvement for the FLR in general. So looking at its price action, this is where actually I provide my own analysis on the coin. So this setup is actually from my previous video, so I think the video is pretty old, but again at the end we are in the buy zone according to that video, as you can see here. So it seems like BTC is actually in a very, I think, very volatile zone. So it is hard to say where the BTC will go, but if the BTC does go down, we are most probably going to lose this support and end up hitting around 0.09 or even 0.08 level. But if the BTC starts to go up again, I think this is a best entry zone for this coin as of now. Of course, I'm talking about in a dollar cost average, because as I discussed in the previous section, that it has a supply issue, and the increase in supply will most likely mean that the price will tank in the future. So that is something you have to keep that in mind until we see that full supply into circulation. So that means we are looking at the DCA, and if it does go down, I am looking at most probably around 0.01 or 1 cent, or even below than 1 cent. So if, let's see what happens as of now, but if it does start to go up from here, I think we are looking at 1.7 cent or even 2 cent is a possibility if it does starts pumping from here. Anyways, this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.